Hey, my name is Knowless and I am coming to you from Knowless Studios. Today I am very excited because this is my very first vlog. And I promise you that I will continue to come to you every week with different reviews or different topics on filmmaking and tech equipments for filmmaking. Last year, I left the army in April and decided that I wanted to be a filmmaker. And in the quest of doing that, I decided I wanted to buy a camera. So I did a research and looked around. So I decided to buy a Canon 60 with some lenses, which I enjoyed using. To be honest with you, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just purchased what I thought was the best purchase for me at that time, a Canon 60, which is a full frame camera, and that is the camera I'm using right now to record this vlog. Fast forward down the road, 1 year after that, I have used this camera to do a lot of productions. I have done a documentary series, I have done different documentaries, I have done weddings, I've done so many different productions with this camera, and in the process I learned a lot, about filmmaking. I learned a lot about the dynamics of camera and what they can do for you as a filmmaker, and everything that I needed to know about filmmaking, both on YouTube and in film school, because I went back to film school, of course. And so today this year I decided to upgrade from my DSLR camera to a cinematic camera. My purchase, when I started doing the research, I went around and I was looking around to see what kind of cameras I think would do the things that I want to do for me. And I finally settled on one camera that I believe would do what I'm looking for, and at the same time it falls within my budget, and that camera, of course, is the Blackmagic URSA Mini 4.6K. Now, the reason why I went for this camera was because I was looking for a camera that I can use straight out of the box, and it falls within the budget that I'm looking for. Of course, I knew that I would have to purchase additional lenses, additional battery pack to make it run, and to buy, of course, the CFast cards that I will use to do the recording with. Now, I haven't used any cinematic camera. This is my very first cinematic camera, and I think this is a very good upgrade for me. In my price range, I think it'll do exactly what I'm looking for, and I think I would get the best out of this camera. Coming from the background of being a sound engineer, I can tell you that the audio on this thing is amazing. With the XLR connections right here, once you connect this thing, it has phantom power, believe it or not. So if you have a camera that uses phantom power, you gotta just go in there and turn on your phantom power, and this thing records amazing audio. So far I'm just trying to learn the camera. I'm messing around with it, and I would record some footages and show you what this amazing baby can do and tell you what I think it cannot do. For the things that I want to do, I think it works very well. Another thing is the fact that when people were doing the reviews, when I read the reviews about this camera and I watched the reviews on YouTube, one of the things that I continuously hear people talk about is the lack of external controls on this camera, and the fact that they have to navigate through the menu and navigate through the controls on their screen, and they complain about that. And to be honest with you, I found it to be very easy. I didn't see it as complicated as they were complaining about, because everything that you're looking for is right in front of you on the screen. Your shutter speed, your ISO, your f-stop are all on your screen. You just have to touch and control whatever you needed to control, except if you want to go deeper, of course, more advanced controls, then you have to go through the menu and navigate through the whole screen to get to what you're looking for. It's just very simple. Honestly, I didn't find that to be a problem for me personally. I think it's an amazing camera, and I think that the navigation, it's easy. And so I'm still messing around with it, and I would record some footages, test footages, and I'll post them on here so you can watch and see exactly what this camera can do for you and what it cannot do for you. Thank you very much for watching, and if you like what we're doing, just click the subscribe button below so you can be notified if I put up the review on this camera and the review on any other thing that I'm doing. And of course, you can search for me on social media, Leslie Dapwada, on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week.